Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Impossible Creatures Replays channel. More World Cup action. Shoddy, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How's things with you today?
I am hyped to absolute death. This is going to be the set of the century, my dude. I am so excited. We have got Scotland, who has been as yet undefeated, hasn't dropped a single game in this tournament, and Sweden, who has been ungodly terrifying. And I don't know about you, but I think we might see the end of Scotland's free run here tonight.
I'm curious. I'm not sure. I really don't know who I'm siding with fully. Matt's a force to be reckoned with, so it's going to be an interesting game.
Hey, super is. So's Kevin.
Yeah.
And kicking it off on Glacier.
Oh, I really dislike this map.
And what is it about Glacier, do you think, that gets your hackles up?
There's just so many ways that you can...
Die.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, in a nutshell, that's basically it. Yeah. There's lots of ways to sneak attack. You could get water chambers in behind, flyers, anything. Like, it's easy to get double rushed on this and not see it.
That's exactly right. We have Toast and Elias down south. Elias in yellow and Toast in blue. Meanwhile, up north, we've got the carnival colours, purple and orange for Blother and Matt, respectively. Blother, sometimes called Kevin. Matt, sometimes called Beefy. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Yep.
So I know you were training a lot with Sweden in the games immediately leading up to this. Without giving too much away to the fans at home, what do you think we can expect from these guys?
Well, obviously they don't talk to us much about what they're gonna do to us.
Sure.
But I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna expect a level 2 rush on one person. It's kind of what I think they're gonna do.
Henchman coming out already, so we might see that. Definitely before the game, I asked Elias if he was feeling confident, and he said, "Yeah, I'm feeling confident." And then I jumped into the Scotland chat, and I didn't even say a word. As soon as I jumped into the chat, I just heard Kevin yawn and say, "Oh, I'm feeling super confident." Okay, so this is a funny thing we've got going on with 4 Swedes up front here, just milling about. Meanwhile, henchmen are going the other way as well.
Oh, they're gonna try and do the same thing to each other.
Oh my god, it's symmetrical, and they've spotted each other. Oh, that's not true. The Swedes have not been spotted here.
No, that's right. And so these guys know it's coming, so I'm curious if they're gonna go full offense or prep a defense.
Oh my god, okay, Elias is producing a lol.
Oh
god, it's a tarantula mountain lion. These are absolute things of nightmares. And gazelle scorpions, gorgeous stuff.
Wow.
Along with these bolus tarantulas, I think. Yeah, they are. Wow.
Oh, the panther lemmings up top as well.
Oh my goodness, this actually looks extremely bad for Beefy. I mean, it's not like it looks great down south either, but I think... Wow, which way does this go? Are we already at a base race here?
Blother's got that barrier destroyer, which is going to make a big impact, right? So, we'll see.
This is really kind of over for Matt, though. He doesn't have much going on in his base. I wonder if he's going to call for defense. And this raid doesn't look like it was too successful either. Elias doing an excellent job of repairing this sound beam. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like this first game is already going the Swedes' way.
This is so interesting.
Oh, that's so interesting. Beefy has actually claimed this expo to the south. That's why he has no henchmen at base. They haven't necessarily all died, but it doesn't look like he's getting defended or defending at all. And Elias is just keeping this sound beam alive.
We got Toast moving up for an expansion here, which is good because he might end up needing it.
Absolutely. I mean, I
don't know. There's nothing at base though.
And the attack,
Beefy looks done.
The attack on Beefy, though, like there's very few units still there, and his henchman is repairing. He'll be able to largely fend this off, and I don't think any more pressure is coming out from Sweden.
Yeah, they really do need to keep that pressure on and put him down quick because, I mean, Matt's already got this expo going pretty solid, so...
The wonderful thing about this is, despite what's happened so far, Elias is actually in the weakest position in the game at the moment because they don't realize that Beefy has this expo, I think. And Elias has got no mining presence. He's repaired this sound beam like a champ, but he's running out of men.
Oh, he tried to expand to his expansion.
Meanwhile, what's going on
hilarious.
with Blother? He's only got a few hench at home and no expansions from the look of things, and he just got hit by a couple lemmings. We're in a bizarre stalemate here, with Toast being the only person really with his head in the game.
It was really unfortunate. He was those scorpion gazelles were quite expensive, so I feel like he might have overspent on it, and he didn't produce anything for defense against those few panthers, which were easy to fend off, I would say.
Looks like the Orange Lab is going down. Matt is out of here, and I don't think Kevin can do anything about it.
No. Well, looks like game one's going to the Swedes.
Yeah, there's no Kevin. Kevin blows
blew the
lab.
lab.
Oh my god, prophecy already fulfilled. Scotland loses its first game of the tournament. An extremely dynamic first outing.
That was amazing. I'm really surprised at that outcome. I didn't think it would be that close, you know. Wow.
Some excellent content here from Matt. I'm just going through the armies for the at home. Ola Spooler, an interesting unit, but it didn't work particularly well. They made that one sound beam and then just defended it, really. Meanwhile, it's interesting to see how Elias pushed pretty hard and Toast just kind of let it happen and expanded behind him. That was an extremely cogent, well put together play from Team Sweden. I don't know, I've got to say, having watched that game, I don't really know if Scotland's going to be able to pull it back from here.
I think that's where the practice comes in, but I think Beefy and Blother were practicing as well beforehand.
Yeah, they got a couple of practice games in, but I think it was just AI, right?
Oh, is that what they were playing? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Presumably, yeah, because there weren't that many people online at the time. But yeah,
it's so hard to get real practice in versus AI, you know. It's the unpredictability of a player that makes, you know, the practice important.
Tragically, that's exactly correct. Like, B-Champ's done a great job. B-Champ and Logan have done a great job programming the AI lately, but they don't have much to work with. You can never make it as reactive and responsive as a real human, and you can never do, like, surprise tactics against them.
Yeah, that's right.
I think what we really saw that game was a lack of effectiveness in the chosen units. Only a couple of gazelles came out and they nearly got that tower down, but they didn't quite do it. And then all of Kevin's units were caught up with that tower for like minutes, you know what I mean? And they did very little damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
if Blother would have kept pumping those gazelle scorpions, I think we would have had a very different outcome in that game. Well, maybe not different, but it would have been a more interesting series for sure.
I think it was Matt with the gazelle scorpions, wasn't it? I could be wrong about that.
Oh, was it?
Maybe they both had
No,
it.
I could
don't
be
know.
wrong.
But the other thing is, Matt never defended himself. He went all in, and there was a pretty long time when he could have. Or Kevin could have defended him, and Blother kind of never expanded. So, look, I'd say we will not see a repeat of that in this next game. I'd say Scotland probably has their legs under them a little bit more now. They don't tend to get too rumbled by a loss, so hopefully they'll be able to turn this into a 3-gamer.
Eroded Duos is really good too for long games, so I'm expecting to see quite a bit of action during this game. I hope it's not a walkover, you know? I hope we get to see one go to 4 or 5 and see what units they can produce, what they can do to each other's economies.
That says bad luck and don't have fun. Elias using crispy Matt. And look, if it turns into kind of a 2v2, I think Matt has a pretty good matchup against Toast in terms of macro. They're both really strong macro players. And the Kevin against Elias is really hard to tell because Kevin hasn't faced too much of Elias's brutal level 2 and level 3 raids. From a fundamentals point of view, I'd say Blother is maybe ahead of Elias, but I think the army making in this game has such scope to muddy the waters and make things a little more interesting. So I think Elias could definitely pull one over on him here.
That's definitely one of the things that makes this game so much fun to play, right? Is that, once again, that unpredictability, not knowing what someone's going to use or throw at them, you know?
That's right. And it
both very similar strategies right now.
Yeah, no, similar base setups as well. Although I will say I do like Scotland's base setup better because putting the chamber between the guys who are in the lab like this means you have a lot of space to put sound beams.
That's right. Toast with a scout.
Yeah, he's running all the way up. It's unlikely to be an aggressive hench because he seems to prefer to send 2 if he's building chambers. So it looks
Yeah,
like it's
that's
just a
right.
scout.
Well, it would appear that Scotland has practiced this one because they are completely in sync right now.
Oh yeah, they're in the drift. They're piloting this Jaeger together, and Blother has sent a henchman out to follow the scout. That's good. Scotland has not scouted at all, but they don't seem to be paying for it because there's no rushes coming out. This is looking like we're
this
settling
could
in.
go. This could go the long distance by the looks of things so far.
Which would be pretty exciting. Oh, Matt's going 2. Okay, it looks like Scotland's going to be first to 2, but the economy of the Swedish team is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's quite a bit stronger at the moment.
Let's
With
see.
Matt going with a water chamber. I have played against Matt on this map, and he was the most irritating player to play against. He's probably going to pump eel lemmings out of this, I bet you.
Gotta see
to
it.
harass those outside expos.
Gotta see it. And you've got to see it
pumped,
come
I think,
out now.
300 of them in the game we played.
Magnificent.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, and Anglerpista's coming out from Blother. Look, it's great that they've made it to 2 first. They've got to solidify their advantage. Taking this geyser in mid, as Matt is doing now, is actually really big. I think neither teams are actually too bothered about the islands.
No, which is very surprising.
Surprising, but perhaps the right play. Island-centric play really leaves your base pretty exposed, and it can be a huge resource sink.
That's right.
Yes, and here comes Matt with the very early cheetahs. I mean, not sorry cheetahs, electric eel lemmings.
Yeah.
And that they will catch this water chamber. He needs a few more. Needs to make best use of that overpopulation. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
We've got the lemming pistol shrimps. That's not a bad matchup against these lemming eels.
That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, but he takes down this water chamber. Is he going to get it? He will! Oh, that was so close. But now, what's he going to do against all this Sonic? Matt, you got a micro, my man.
Oh my gosh, Toast has the same unit.
He does, yes indeed. And I'm not surprised to see it because how do you fight these? Wow, Kevin is raiding the island, but there's nothing to raid. Hopefully he will settle in while Matt's got them distracted here.
They're very weak, but the problem is that if you can get them in a mass amount, they're very hard to take out because they can do a lot of damage in a short time.
I mean, that's right. 6 damage for that cost is just unreasonable. 60 elect total. And here's Blother with a raid on the mainland, excellently timed right as Sweden puts up this expansion. But the numbers game in the water, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Toaster's reinforcing from a long way away. If Beefy can marshal his forces, he's got a really good chance here. And it looks like this is actually going to go Beefy's way if he just pulls these reinforcements up. Oh, but he's left them.
Oh, and now we got the shrimps coming out again.
But
Blother's doing some work on this expo.
Kevin's doing excellent. Matt is busy 2v1ing these guys. And Kevin is just doing work. Economically, they're in a pretty similar position. I think Matt's probably the weak link from a coal income point of view, but he's expanding to the island now.
We got Toast going 3 right now.
That is really big. Both Swedes actually going 3.
He's going to hit 3.
Oh my goodness.
He's hitting 3 right now.
It would be great to see Blother go 3. He's been doing a good job, but he needs to modernize.
This is hilarious.
This is absolutely wonderful. So good. There's so many eels in this water here.
And what is this? Oh, it's a zebra eel.
Yeah.
That Blother's produced as well, which is going to have a huge impact on the outcome of that fight.
It looks like the Scottish team is taking their water geysers now. If Beefy remembers, he sent these hench out.
Oh, but Blother's seen the water chamber. Hopefully he didn't see Toast's expansion to the island here.
Yeah, Toast somehow got away with that. He hasn't built a clinic yet or anything, a workshop rather, but it looks like Blother, if he just moves to this island a little bit, if he just does anything here, he'll spot them and he'll take out these henchmen before they can set up. Oh,
they've seen him.
Oh my goodness. I hope he waits till they put the workshop down. Oh no, he's leaving.
This is so strange.
He's leaving to make a sneaky water chamber. I wonder if he got seen. I don't think he got seen, but I think he got binoculars and saw those units coming at like the exact clutch moment.
Wow.
And that's so funny because now the units are leaving the island again and Toast's going to put up some water chambers here. Constable Rad
goodness.
Guy is here. This is a really interesting engagement in mid.
This is exactly what Matt does. See all these eels just sitting up in the northwest there? He's
Yep.
gonna try and take out and like see how he's got no Elias can't get any henchmen on that expo because he's got those eels.
But
just sitting
look
there.
at this, these eels are
Oh,
gone.
no.
Oh, he's moving into melee. Very smart. That's great micro there from Matt. And meanwhile,
Fantastic.
the island is actually really vulnerable. Hopefully these diblobs will do their work against these poison frog octopi.
Clubs.
Reasonably good matchup. Scotland looking pretty dominant right now, but it would really be good if Blother could take this island.
This is actually a really exciting game.
This is
Can't
really
tell
great
for
so
sure
far.
which way this is gonna go just yet, but it does look like Scotland's got the upper hand at the moment. But
It's so funny to see Toast pumping out all of these archerfish hammerheads because he desperately wants to take out these eels. And there's really nothing else that these guys can do. They just can't hit anything else. He needs to go around to Matt's southern expansion, and it looks like he's doing that. Meanwhile, the
Wow.
uncontested Lemmiel King is about to lose his army, I'm afraid. There is now enough of these artillery units to handily take them out. But Blother is raiding. He's hitting the base hard. He's taken out most of the
Yeah.
hench.
this might be the end here. And Toast has built in the southeast. There's built 2 water chambers down there, trying
Yeah.
to take out Beefy's geyser in the southwest.
He will get that geyser out, but I imagine he's only going to be able to produce Lemmiels. So he's gonna do some raiding of his own with Lemmiels, and honestly, Blother's economy is not looking strong enough to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but Blother's
Not
almost
gonna get
4.
that generator.
How's Blother almost 4 with no expos? Really? I mean, he's actually got both of the mid expos just to the north of the base, so that's why he hasn't gone island, I imagine. One thing that Scotland does like to do is they like to wait for someone else to go for an expansion and then punish them.
Yeah, and that's a really good play too. This
It
is
looks-
unfortunate that Toast has attacked the generator in the southeast here because I would have built up a decent army before I came in. You know,
Oh, he's
you
just
can make
looking
a
to
way
take some
bigger
pressure.
impact.
You know,
Oh my
I think at this
goodness.
point he's desperate. He just wants to take some pressure off the base, get them distracted.
He's
and
pumping
Beefy
out a
did-
lot of those.
he really is, and they will get through. Beefy did a really good job of keeping this geyser alive. I think he actually upgraded it really clutch to stop it getting destroyed, because generators do get more health when you upgrade them. Toast has gone for the island, and it has finally been spotted by Kevin. Oh, that's so unfortunate for the T-Man.
Oh, you got to finish that generator. There you go.
Yeah, there it blows. And Kevin,
Oh.
what do you do now?
Lothar's pumping out 4s now. This is dangerous.
Oh, this has got to be the end. This has got to be the final nail in the Lemmiel coffin. I feel so bad for poor Toast. he saw Matt using these Lemmiels, and he was like, "I want to be like Matt," and then Matt just rolled him with them.
Oh man, he's causing quite the grief on the back end here for Scotland, which is hilarious. It's so irritating when you have to do that, especially a fully upgraded generator. You know.
Exactly right. But it doesn't look like anyone else is going for, and Kevin has taken this island. But Scotland can't afford to sit on their laurels here. We're seeing mostly these Lemmiel production from Matt, and I'd love to see something that can actually take it to the base. Beefy's 4, oh my goodness.
Beefy's 4 as well.
This is so huge.
Are either of the Swedes 4?
Yeah, no, they're not, but Elias is getting there. He's researching it, but he's only 7% through. I really need to
Oh,
see
my
Scotland
goodness.
converting this advantage. Croctopus is coming out. Croctopus is a gem, and the Hippobork. Oh, Croctopus just mulching these pure swimmers. That's so brutal.
17 attack with per frame. That's such a powerful attack.
Yeah, they're really dominant.
There's a lot of 3s from Toast though. That could actually pay off for him.
Look, they're strong 3s and they're upgraded. I'd like to see a health... Oh, no, sorry, the health upgrade is there. So these guys can kind of hold out against level 4s, but you don't want to rely on them. You want to be going level 4.
That's right. Oh no, and the units are just being pumped out by Lothar.
And Beefy's come all the way back to the south with these Lemmiels to do his dirty work. Try and find that chamber of toasts.
Well done too.
And
They
here's
definitely have to do.
the engagement on the front here is going relatively well for Sweden, given what they're working with.
Mm-hmm.
He should be
I'm
wearing
actually
the top hat
surprised so
indeed.
far, but I feel like this is where the level 4 is going to where they're going to take over, I think, and finish it. But
I certainly agree, because Toast has got this sneaky presence down south, but he's not going to be 4 anytime soon. He's only 30% of the way there. And
Elias
Elias
only has one coal pile.
I got an LA message from Blother. It is a single apostrophe. Let's decode this.
Yes.
Lena's coming out. Okay, three Lenas and whatever's coming out of this air chamber. Oh, good call. These are lion tuners. They are really gorgeous. 25 damage and 48 damage in the skies on these Man of Wars. That's
Wow.
Beefy's range pretty handily dead here. But he's got a massive cloud of it to the south. Good bursts, taking out quite a bit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Quite a bit of health, but I don't think it'll do the business.
I think it's too little, too late. That's just too many hippo porks.
Yeah, critical massive
Scoops,
hippo porks.
I should say.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Everyone's at 4, but Scotland just has this economic presence that's hard to deny.
Oh my goodness. Will, Blother's almost 5.
No!
He's hitting 5
Are
right
you
now.
joking?
That's gonna seal the fate,
my
unfortunately.
God. Ding, 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 Kevin. You absolute madman. Did you even bring level 5s, dude? What the hell?
He's got the water chambers. What's he? Woolly Marmawal. Interesting.
Ooh, Woolly Mammoth Narwhal. Okay, cool. That's an interesting choice. No charge
Level
on
5.
that.
Oh, they're calling GG before the game's even.
GG,
Oh, he
well
blew
played.
lab.
They blew lab, and that's the correct decision at this point. There's just nothing Sweden could do. And that's so funny. It seems like they were kind of just like scratching away at this impenetrable Scottish fortress for that whole game,
That's
really.
right. Hitting that 5 was just the finisher, you know. If I was in that game and alive, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Heck with this noise. He's 5. I'm not even going close to going 5.
Yeah, and you know, it's the momentum was incremental, right? Like at first they were neck and neck for a long time, and Scotland just slowly, ever so slowly, grabbed like a unit advantage here, a 1 coal advantage there, and they just ever so slowly built that lead. Ultimately, Sweden just couldn't claw it back.
That's good. That's good to see, though. I'm happy that we're going to a third game. I love when these series get to go to number 3, right? So
Do you think?
we'll see.
Do you think we'll see a return to the Swedish rush?
I honestly believe, yeah, I really do think that they're going to push a rush here, but I don't know. They did rush us in 1 or 2 of the games, and they did fantastic. They beat us, but
It's
we'll
such
see.
an all or nothing play, but I think, look, Toast's very analytical with the way he looks at these games, and I think he'll probably have looked at that last game and said, okay, look, we tried to play it slow, we got out macroed and just death by 1,000 cuts. So I think they'll go absolutely balls to the wall with some kind of crazy rush here.
You think we're going to see some cheetah scorpions, or do you think we're going to see a unique unit?
Nah, Cheetah Scorps are not either of these team style, I think, unless they're here to extremely disappoint me. I think we'll see probably some... I'd love to see some Skadooby from Elias. That's really, as far as I'm concerned, Skadooby is Elias. It's his trademark Baboon Panther. Haven't seen it in a long time, but I absolutely love it. I think it's really, really good.
Oh, no way. They're going to play... Oh, I jumped in too soon. They're going to hop in Craig.
Oh my god.
I hope he just randomly... I hope it's a head fake. But if they're playing this, it's gonna be a quick one way or the other, right?
So many game 3s in this tournament have gone to Crag, I feel. Maybe there's only been like 2, but it feels like...
I wonder what the strategy is here.
Oh god, I actually couldn't tell you which way this is going to go. I think Blother hates Crag. I think this might be a weak map for him. Beefy loves it, and I know that Scotland, if it is Crag, I know that Scotland will be looking to deny the expos. Oh, I've been kicked out of the game. Okay. Beefy will be looking to deny the island instead of claiming it. So I think he'll probably let Toast or Elias have it and then kill all the henchmen there. Set it up as kind of a trap.
I really can't say which way this is going to go.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, gosh, it might be just Lemuel City again, and
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
Toast,
agree.
I don't know if Toast and Elias will both spam the Lemuels. It's crazy how
That would
dominant
be
that
too
unit's
funny.
been.
To see another match where those eels just come out relentlessly. But they're so effective, especially on maps like this too, where you can get one of your opponent's coal piles right off the water, right? So actually, even 2 or 3 of the expansions on the app can also be hit by those eels.
That's exactly right, but I think this is even better. It's currently a Soothing Oasis, and you may
Oh,
join, my
interesting.
friend.
In progress. There we go.
Fantastic.
We're good. We're not going to get booted here.
No, we're good. And I actually am really excited to see a Soothing game because that last duos game on a larger map played out so well. At least has to
Do you
use
like
the
my
war
army
chamber.
name?
Sniper can't defend ones. That's poetic. I never saw
Yep.
that game. I should watch a replay.
He always gets mad at me. He says, there's no such thing as a level 1 rush. I said, there is.
Yeah, no,
Right,
I do agree. Level 1s, it's such a gamble, but you can pull it off in this patch, I feel.
Scooterland. Typical Elias to try and make fun of Scotland with an army name.
To kind of make fun. That's the best thing about Elias.
Yeah.
He knows exactly how seriously to take it.
And with Beefy's army as well.
It's the WTF. Did you know this is I don't know. I think you actually call them something different in the USA, but in Scotland you can go into any supermarket and buy a vegetable called a Swede.
Interesting.
That's true, and they're kind of just like turnips. They're tasty.
There's your random fact of the day right there.
Well, it's a Scottish sweet fact. What can I say? And they're kind of bland. You boil them up, you mash them, you stick them in a stew, you do whatever you want to do. And I wonder if Scotland is planning to do exactly that to our poor little meatballs here tonight.
They're really taking their time choosing their armies here. So they must be planning a strategy accordingly. So
11/09/1297. That is Matt's birthday. That is when the world was cursed with. It's been about 720 years or so. Still kicking. You may have known
I do love
history as Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, you may or may not have met him. I love seeing Soothing Oasis though. It's really good for long games, and it's going to be, I think the deciding factors here is who's going to take mid. Like mid seems to be one of the biggest places that a fight's going to happen here, but I would love it if Sweden pulled out a level 2 rush on this, because I bet you any money Matt and Blother would not be expecting.
They wouldn't be expecting it, but I feel they could probably defend it. We saw them do such a good job previously on this map in this tournament. But what I'm kind of looking to see from Sweden here is some edgy cliff plays. Right up there, get those cliff expos. Get dominance up there. That is really, really huge for this map. Preferably a lot of flyers. But I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Any way this goes down, I really do like a Soothing game, especially at Game 3. This is climactic.
That's right. Yeah, it's fantastic for a third game, like you said. Good luck to both of these teams as well.
Absolutely. These brave warriors, these fine combatants. I'm so glad that this is a winner's bracket game, because whoever loses, we don't lose anyone from the tournament.
Yeah, that's really nice about it.
We've always got
Get
more to
another
look forward
shot.
to.
Well, it's nice. They're both exciting teams to watch, so it's really nice knowing that we actually get to see these guys play again, regardless of what happens in this, right? And
Exactly right.
for whoever the loser may be, a shot at...
Oh,
there we go.
I think they might have done random spawns or something there. Well, according to this post-game screen, Beefy, Blother, and myself won. So I guess that's it's 2-1 Scotland's way. Unlucky Sweden.
Interesting.
I might check out the armies tab here. Oh.
I was streaming it and I bypassed it because I didn't want to give anything away or anything like that. So I was curious. I did take a peek at one of the armies.
I'm just going to show it to the folks at home because I don't know if they'll use the same armies next round. This being a glitch and all, they're well within their rights to check the other team's armies.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily know if there's anything too surprising in these that would warrant a switch up, to be honest with you. Yeah,
it did look like, I can't remember whose army I looked at, but one of them for sure was using the same. Oh no, I think it was Blother. I think Blother he is using the same army that he was using in the prior match.
Yes. Okay, well, let's find out what happened there. Was it a glitch? Did someone crash? I know Blother restarted IC immediately afterwards, so I suspect he might have crashed in some way. Was that a crash? Let the record show, though, the post-game screen did say Scotland won this. Crash. Interesting. From Sweden, the Swedish crash virus. Clearly they just wanted to get a look at Scotland's armies.
I'm curious if people would actually do that just to see what armies they would have chosen.
Look, I think it's pretty bad sportsmanship. You know, there's always such a fine line between mind games and sportsmanship in a game like this, especially one as janky as this.
That's right.
But yeah, I think for me that's crossing the line. Everyone has their opinion on it.
No, I would agree 100%. It's extremely unsportsmanlike. And I don't think any of these players are like that.
Oh, no. I don't think they even really would have looked at each other's armies, to be honest with you. Although, who knows, maybe Matt's actually history's greatest monster. And we are go. We have got Scotland north and Sweden south, and I wonder if we'll see shades of Scotland's last game on this map in this tournament. Where they did so well. Some pretty standard builds so far, nothing crazy, no henchmen running out. I spoke too soon. Elias is off to the races. I think he's going for a fence.
3 henchmen this early is quite hard on the economy.
It is, but if there's any map you can do it, it's probably this one.
Yeah. And there's nothing coming out from Scotland if Elias decides to keep going.
Yeah, I feel like it's a fence. Surely he'd be crazy to be going this early to rush.
Why would he bring 3 henchmen for a fence?
Well, that's a good question. That's
that early. I'm hoping this is a rush. I really hope he's rushing.
Oh, I mean, I think they might be banking on the mind game of no one expecting a level 2 rush on this map, and definitely Scotland. Oh, here comes the scout.
Oh, 1 scout. But if he can get up over here on the left, on the west side, no, you're gonna be seen.
Oh no, you should really.
He's going right at him.
Where are they going? Have they been spotted? They have been spotted. Oh my god, yes, and the chamber is coming down.
He's still going for it.
Yeah, he's going 2 as well, but the enemy chamber from Blother is coming up. He's making 2 chambers. I think Toast must be funneling Elias resources here. Oh, excellent micro here. We've got to see this tower come up, and we've got to see this last bramble fence get built. We haven't seen it.
2 chambers to pump out. It's so strange, though. Why hasn't he produced Toast? Why hasn't Toast, or maybe Toast is rushing at 3?
No, Toast is funding this operation. Toast has not gone 2. Toast is completely funding his Swedish friend.
That's an amazing strategy.
We need to see... Now? Oh, these henchmen have to die, and we need to see some more sound beams come up. Good sound beam repair. Beefy's making a chamber of his own. They should be able to fend this off, but they're going to lose this tower.
I don't know. This is looking very promising for Sweden. If he keeps pumping those porks, it's going to be really tough to defend with that perf rate, just causing massive amount of damage.
Wow, yeah, this is...
Oh my goodness, look at this.
This is huge. Oh my god, they're dropping so much damage.
They're not even that strong, but they cost so little, so they can just keep pumping them, especially with the overpopulation.
Yeah, but
however,
if Scotland...
I don't really know why he built 2 CCs for that.
Yeah, that might have been kind of a panic move, but Scotland's got to be repairing these towers.
Oh no.
Oh no, you're sinking so many resources into these and you're really not getting a benefit from them because they're just going down. Yes, here's the repair. Oh, but it's too slow. Not enough hench. Oh my god.
Oh.
This is looking so bad for Scotland.
These are powerful units. High price by Matt, but could really pay off.
Oh, it could pay off, but they could also just die. The sound beams are here.
Wow. Sweden just executing this perfectly. With Toast even expanding again. And looking for more expansions.
Toast's macro is actually going to win them this game if this rush doesn't. I don't think Scotland has a way out of this situation. Beefy expanding once, that's good. And Elias pulling back. We've got to see these henchmen die. He's taken down one. And the other two are kind of escaping. Kevin, you've got to get out of this base. You've got to go island or something.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal game so far.
Sort of let off the pressure, though, which I find really surprising.
Toast is getting advanced structures and Elias is going 3.
Elias is pumping out more of those porks. He could take out those sound beams quite easily right now.
He's waiting for 3, and that's kind of a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Beefy is not looking at 3. Blother, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to expand. Toast has taken the North Island.
Yeah, and the South.
Dear me, it looks like Sweden's just carrying this one away off the strength of that rush. Amazing play. Donation strats are tricky. They don't normally work, but the fact that Toast was able to expand behind it. Yes, and here's these lemmings.
What a position to be in if you're Elias, though, right? All you have to do is micro units.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
amazing
exactly
strategy.
Right. Exactly right. And normally it's not good to match up micro of 2 against 1, you know, so that's why normally donation strats don't work super well, but I mean, these henchmen are escaping again. They have 9 lives. Another attack from Elias has been blunted by the sound beam wall, but
he's not really pressuring that much, which is really strange.
Well,
he's got 3. He sent a few units in.
Oh.
Maybe he's just trying to keep him at bay to try and beat him at 4 or 5. I don't know.
Beefy's doing a good job of expanding to the south. Kevin needs to do something. My man, you need to get some hench mining somewhere. Take the cliffs. Matt, build the man a workshop, you know?
Matt's building CCs up on the cliff edge here.
We're 8 minutes in.
And 1 down below.
Kevin still doesn't have a workshop, but he is going 3. How? Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, now. Oh.
Crispy Scrumptious, what's he gonna be? What's coming out of this chamber? Crispy Scrumptious.
Well, Elias's unit is just called lame.
Okay, this is what I like to see. Beefy has produced a Loner Panther Hercules Beetle on the cliffs.
Oh my goodness.
This attack will also be fended off, I feel. Yeah, he's gonna hover in.
Oh,
yes, he's hover blocked and he's going to take out this expo for free, no trouble. Meanwhile, Toast is going 3 as well. And Kevin's about to put an expo down. We need more sound beams here in Team Scotland's base. This attack will be fended off if they can get up another sound beam or 2. But there's more ostriches on the way.
That overpop could prove but they're getting smoked. They're getting smoked by these hippo lemmings.
Yeah, I mean, Overpop is the name of this tournament, basically. Meanwhile, this guy has done such a good job. This Crispy Scrumptious has done such a great job of taking out that expo. Now he's taking out this geyser. I don't know if Toast has even noticed because he's doing nothing to defend. And Blother has taken the south base. Another loner from Matt. Absolutely gorgeous to see on this map. This is an excellent map for loners.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm really curious what's going to happen here.
Oh my god, so many chambers going down from Toast. Toast must have 1 billion resources now, and this might be the death knell for Scotland. Blothus just hasn't gotten his feet on the ground at all this game. Toast's income is a shadow of its former self. He spread himself very thin and then lost a lot.
Swedes are both going 4, and we got Beefy a little bit behind on the 4.
That is huge. And Elias with these forward chambers, he has 4 of them now.
They really need to deal with Beefy on the south, though, because that could prove dangerous if they both start getting expansions down there.
We are seeing a water chamber come up to the south for Toast. And a lot of spitting spigers, actually spitting horses for Toast coming out. These are really good. They'll do a good job against this loner, which will not be able to face them in combat. Yeah, just going. It 2 hits them, but it dies almost instantly, so...
That's right.
Meanwhile,
if he could get one of those over to their base Sweden's base is literally undefended.
Oh my
There's
god.
nothing there.
That loner took out a couple of these lemmings. That was pretty cool to see. And Chad is here. Oh my god, what a Chad. The baboon rhino. Beefy's at 4. Oh, I'm edge of my seat right now. It looks like it's still going Sweden's way, but Scotland's slowly clawing it back. Their base defenses are not in good shape, though. We need to see more towers come up. And yes, take out these webbers. Toast loves his web. Sound beams are a great way to defy a web. And Matt does not have enough of them at the moment.
Beefy is pumping 4s now, so... Venom spray. Interesting.
Not sure what Beefy's doing here with these hippos. I think he's control Q select all units and sending them all back to base. Oh, the web is really good. Excellent job, but he's not really punishing them for being webbed because they're all kind of in a safe position. Kevin doing a good job of defending, and here's Matt using, I hope it doesn't come to this, is just an elephant with overpop. They need to push now. They have the advantage.
Hilarious.
They need to push.
That's so much electricity at 4, especially with not having many expansions or geysers for that matter.
He's doing kind of okay. There's an attack coming out at the north here. We've got we've got overpop crocodiles versus overcroc elephants on the cliffs of all places.
That's funny.
Yeah, Kevin's leaving the South Island. It looks like Scotland has been firmly ousted from that island.
Mm-hmm.
And they're losing the cliffs as well. That's really going to hurt Matt to lose that geyser.
I don't think the Swedes are putting enough pressure on. I'm
think,
really worried that Scots are going to come back from this.
I think actually it's looking pretty good for Sweden at the moment with the taking of this South Island again. We need to see a counterattack through mid from Scotland right now. And it looks like they're getting there. They need to keep going. Taking out these henchmen of Elias will also be big because Elias's sneaky henchmen have been the bane of Scotland's life so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, come on, let's see a volley take out these henchmen. Come on, Scotland.
And what is Blother doing in the south there? Oh, you're going to be seen.
Oh, he's not going to be seen. That's right near the edge of Binox. That's so good. This is kind of a desperate measure here because Blother's still only just now going 4. And lots of henchmen being produced by Sweden. Toast is still trying to just claim an economic stranglehold. He hasn't had time to populate a lot of these expos yet.
What a comeback, though. I mean, I really thought they were done at 2 there, but...
Me too. Me too, but phenomenal work. Beefy getting the mid-geyser. He just doesn't want to get into an economic hole. He's taken both the cliffs. He's not far behind Toast economically, but he is losing this water chamber, and that is a big deal.
That's a lot of hippo porks from Toast.
Dear
here
me.
he goes.
That is so many hippo porks. I would love to see Matt raid this. I suppose there's only one henchman, but you can take out the workshop. This is not going to be
mountain
good.
lion moose?
Where are you looking? I think it's lion moose.
In Sweden space.
In Sweden space, yes, that is lion moose. And a really good unit. It's only level 3, but it's so good. It's such a level 3. It's a level 3 plus. And that's a great raid.
It's a very strong 3.
Oh my god, Blother. He's managed to divide up the Swedish units here. And this is exactly the time when Matt comes in with the attack. I don't know if that was perfectly timed or if it just worked out that way. Bit of micro.
There's too many hippo porks there.
We need to see some micro here from Kevin. He's just kind of standing in the base, losing these units. And yes, this attack from Matt has been unsuccessful, but it bought Kevin the time to do some really great aggression.
What is this unit that Elias is putting out. His name is Thank You Will 1.
Oh, the level 4. Yeah, that is a level 4
Behemoth,
caterpillar
skipper,
behemoth.
caterpillar.
Extremely powerful. But also kind of squishy, you know. It drops incredible damage and incredible range. It's probably your best option for an L4 art with hovering. But it does die so quick to melee. And we need to see...
It's not too bad on price either. It's very affordable.
I think we're about to see more overcrocks from Toast up north. And this is going to be a naval assault in a completely unprotected direction. Again, this is looking rough for Scotland.
I can't call it either way. I really don't know what's going to happen here.
More Ugads from Blotha will do a great job at taking out these porks, but there's a gyro drop coming in from Sweden. Onto the cliffs, or maybe not. They're getting very confused and flying back, okay?
Very interesting.
And another
What's he
gyro
putting
drop from
down?
Toast. Yeah, it was just a hench drop.
Henchman.
But this is a combat drop.
And there's nothing to stop it. Oh, he's got to separate the loners enough.
Oh, but they're about to charge in. And there's the hippo porks.
Oh no, he's lost it.
He's done. He just lost 2 loners. Those are quite expensive.
Wow.
Scotland just needs to take an island here. They are looking rough. There's so much water presence from Toast.
We got the level 4 Oogpister. What is that? Hammerhead?
Oogpister
Great
Great White, I think. And that is, it is good against these porks, but he needs to get so many of them.
Yeah, that perforate can cause a lot of damage though. I feel like it almost counteracts the deflection a little bit.
No, not so.
Do you know for sure?
It doesn't, because the damage that it gets deflected is the damage that would have been dealt to the
Yeah.
enemy unit. So the perforate
Okay.
does hit you right in the face.
Ouch. So yeah, it's kind of a catch-22.
But, I mean, there's so many hippo porks, they've just busted through mid.
Yeah.
And I don't think Scotland's going to be able to defend from all these directions. We've got a 2-directional attack with a gyro drop.
And there's a bit of fighting going on in the southeast island here, which is kind of funny. They both have water chambers up.
Yeah, wow. But these
we got
overcrocks...
The Crocs going into the Scots base here.
Oh my goodness. John cupped it. When did Matt hit 5? I didn't even hear the ding.
I didn't see that either.
What? Matt is 5? And Toast is about to be 5. Matt might use level 5 to swing this attack. This could be big. We've got some level 5s on the cliffs. Beefy's got to put him into action. Beefy just losing this cliff geyser again.
Neither player really gaining a lot of ground here.
No, that attack felt like it should have been the end, but it didn't come as coordinated from Sweden as I would have liked. Sweden instead opting to go for this expo rather than going for the jugular.
Are you seeing this in the north? With Elias has just pumped out 5 CCs. He did that hench
Yes.
drop you were talking about.
Yes, I saw that. And
Oh,
Beefy's
no.
leaving base.
He's leaving his base.
I mean, he needs to keep up the aggression, but also somehow he needs to defend. This is an untenable position. And I don't envy either team at this point, but it does look like Sweden is, again, just holding the fort, staying in the lead. I don't think Beefy's brought any other level 5s, if I'm honest, and maybe he doesn't need them, but he might not have the versatility depending on what Toast has got at 5.
So many complacent units lying around. I'm very surprised, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe they're keeping them there for backup in case there's a rush again. Or...
It's a combination of just having to fight on so many fronts, I think. And Kevin is losing this expo. Elias has been Kevin's absolute worst nightmare all game. These sneaky chambers, again, are so good.
Those level 5s can be detrimental here.
Yeah, he's going to do a good job taking out all these hench at this expo, although he can't hit all of them. Unfortunate that. And I'm kind of unfortunate for Elias as well that Kevin happens to have brought barbs at 4. But Elias is almost 5. I don't think Kevin's looking at 5.
Toast with archerfish at 5. That's interesting. You don't see archerfish at 5 too often besides
That
the
is
behemoth.
so big for this specific
Beluga.
matchup, though, because I think all Matt's got is... Oh!
Oh no!
Lotha's dropped and so is Elias!
What?
Flother and Elias both look like they've dropped.
Never mind.
PP saying GG and then never mind. I wonder if they'll finish this.
Oh my goodness. This would make for a very interesting dynamic if they wanted to play this out.
I have no
But I think
idea. I mean, I think they'll play it out, but then I think they'll decide after the fact if they want it to count or not. I mean, it's so hard to say.
Wow.
I mean, Toast has got this, though. You've got to say Toast has
Yeah.
this in the bag.
I think so.
And I do feel like it was going Sweden's way, but if they want to do another game, I think I'll let them do it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do in this scenario? You can't. It's so hard to predict what could have happened.
Look, unless
Matt's a very strong player too, right?
Unless it's I definitely feel like Sweden 99% had that, but it wasn't quite a big enough win to say, you know. I think I'll let them replay
Yeah, I would say so. I do think that they're. The only reason I say that we should let them replay is because that was not a definitive win by any means. There was no. I mean, they came in at the beginning there. That was the closest they had to putting them down.
Yeah, exactly right. I think Scotland will probably admit that Sweden had the better of them this game, but I'd love to see a game 4. Oh my god, are you kidding?
Oh, Toast asked to play on.
That would be so exciting. Okay, well I told them to join casting. Let's see if they actually do.
I think they're talking amongst each other.
I'm gonna go join them.
What are we gonna do about
Swedes, Scotland, what are you gonna do?
I felt, yeah, it was just starting to go so well for me. I had the chambers there and all.
We need to decide,
Yeah.
and we need to decide right now, are we doing a game 4?
Like, who won? What just happened?
What happened there? Like, was there a second desync?
Kevin and Elias desynced at the same time. It
No,
was...
but why did the game end? Did you blow lab?
Oh yeah, at the end I just blew lab so that we can sort this out.
I kind of wish you didn't.
Yeah, because it would.
I felt like the best option there was for us to play on.
Yeah, I mean, I was
just
talking to
because-
Kevin. It's like, I mean, you were in a pretty winning position there. Your
Yeah.
match up against my level 5s was just good. So I don't know. Like, you can just take the game, or we can play a game 4.
Look, from the
If you
commentator
want.
point of view, if you want to do the hypest thing possible, a game 4 would be really cool. But I will completely defer to your decision on this as teams.
I mean, I would feel really grimy if we won the next one, because I think we were gonna lose that one, like without the
Man.
desync.
Good thing the Scottish is real grimy. Nah, I think you guys won. Like, we were gonna lose that game for sure. Like, I was
You know
literally talking about, like, I was like, this is
Let's
it.
make
it's
it
over.
fun.
And then
We don't want to win like this. Let's do game 4. Let's make it happen.
I mean, sure. I mean, I
Yes!
was basically about to blow lab already. But, like, if you want to play again.
Okay, hang on. We'll say if you play again, Sweden can choose the map.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Toast?
Yeah, it has to come down to all agreeing. All have to agree.
I'm just abstaining here. Just.
Oh no! Toast, this is the most controversial World Cup moment of all time. You are going to make or break this, my dude. You cannot abstain.
I mean, I'm always up to play more IC, right?
That sounds like he's making it.
I also like taking the free win, but no.
I don't.
Can we have judges decide who won? We need a jury.
Oh no!
No,
Look,
I feel like it was pretty clear cut. I think
the protocol in this situation is to award it only in the case of an absolute sure thing, and I think Bchamp would agree that wasn't a sure enough thing for us to absolutely say that it shouldn't be replayed.
Yeah, so by the rules we play again, right? And we play on the same map, shouldn't we?
Pretty much. Well, look, choose the map. I will say that.
Yeah, and you are allowed to pick soothing if you so desire, I guess. Because, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, players to your corners. That was such a good game. We need to keep the juice flowing. This has been so good.
Man,
Come on.
it was really. I just want to play for the fun of it. I like this
Yeah,
matchup is so much
that's
fun.
Oh, why?
Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Keep the hype
God.
train rolling.
You're in Disney Scotland.
Oh, I'll
My
accept the
words.
lifeline, and you know what? I won't even feel bad about it.
Yes. Okay, I'm going back to casting. Good luck to both of you guys. You guys are fantastic.
Ah, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I know, Toast.
Oh my.
Play that.
Shuddy. What? What the fuck?
What happened?
Oh, Toast got absolutely press ganged into playing a game 4 that it was so unfair on the poor man. He clearly wants it all to be over.
That's too funny.
That is really hysterical though. Oh my god.
He was against it too, hey? He
It,
didn't want to.
he didn't want to say it, but I feel like he wanted the win. It was so
Yeah.
funny when Elias was like, "No, we don't want to win like this," and then there was just crickets from Toast.
Toast not saying anything.
Toast was
Poor
getting in
Toast.
his car to drive to Elias's house and strangle him. But I'm so glad. I'm so excited for Game 4. What the fuck?
Wow. I was really hoping it was going to come to this too. I was hoping they were going to do another game.
Yeah.
And this just makes for more enjoyment for everybody watching and for the commentating. I can't wait to commentate on this again.
I know.
See
Look,
what happens now.
we knew this was going to be a fun matchup because they're both fun teams, right? But I didn't expect that it was going to be this level of whimsical.
I bet you any money Elias's hands are just dripping right now.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. And I've never seen Elias really like dig super deep and go past Super Saiyan, so I want to see what he's got left in the tank.
Oh, I'm going to join and see what happens. See if I get booted.
By all means, I'm joining as well. Dear me, so excited to see if they go for the soothing rematch.
Yeah, we were just
And-
sitting here and I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to end the stream and join and find out what you guys were doing.
Yeah.
That was too funny. You guys were in there for a while, so I was really curious about what was going on in the discussion. Do you have that in the recording?
Yes, I do.
I would keep that in.
Oh no,
That'd
I'm
be hilarious to
100% keeping it in. Sorry,
That's-
Shoddy, there's some guy called
oh.
Mantis here. Mantis22, whoever you are, I love you, but this is a World Cup game. And you have 400 ping, so you're probably Australian.
Oh my goodness.
You're an Australian playing at 3 in the morning, I don't know why. Okay, Shoddy, don't join.
No, we're missing Elias. He's not in the lobby.
Yeah, he seems to have crashed, which is a little bit dire, I'm not gonna lie. What happened that last game? I mean, Elias's push was phenomenal, and the amazing part about it was Toast expanded behind it. So it let both Elias play the game he wanted to play, and it let Toast play the game that he wanted to play.
I'm still in shock, though, that they didn't push harder than they did.
Well-
I really thought that they would have finished that early if they'd have pushed
No,
harder.
I actually think it was smart to hold back because I think Elias would have crashed against the shore of Scotland there, would have lost all his units, and as it was, he was able to keep those creature chambers alive for an extremely long time, and that's just such a sort of Damocles hanging over the Scottish team. Please join, Shoddy. It really stopped Kevin from expanding anywhere because there was this knot of yellow to the left of him.
Mm-hmm. I do think that one of the reasons that they didn't push is I don't think the units that they had were really strong enough. I mean, lemming porks are not the strongest unit out there. And then at level 3, he was pumping out those ostrich lemmings, which are also not a very strong unit, which definitely is going to change the outcome of your rush.
Yeah, look, overpop is sometimes a bit of a crutch. I feel like maybe LES relies on it too much, especially when he's got 2 chambers there. He would have been better off going with some high power. Is my, or even just spam that's not lemmings, you know.
Yeah. It's all speculation. We don't know what could have happened or would have happened, but it did look like it was heavily in Sweden's favor there.
Oh
So-
yeah, well you didn't see. I saw Matt building a creature at the end there that was called Apocalypse Endgame Swedish Destruction.
Oh, really?
So that would have been probably like a loner blue whale Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think Sweden was in a lot of trouble there.
That's a good mix. I like that.
Oh yeah, Matt's the only one who has access to the secret Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah. Put some sugar on this.
Oh my god, I'm putting some sugar on everything at the
Deep,
moment.
deep fried Blother Matt soup is so sorry.
Being Scots, they love a bit of a deep fry. Oh. Oh. Blother taking a direct swing at me, so now I hope Scotland dies. I'm a little worried about the instability lately, with Elias dropping out of the lobby and the Desync's last game. I wonder if we'll see more technical issues. I'd really just love to see a clean-cut game between these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if Scotland wins, this is going to be an incredible controversy. We'll have to write to ESPN and get someone to come and do an opinion piece on it, because this is going to be the sporting event of the decade, I would say.
I would agree. Blother's asking for purple.
That depends. Sucks.
Are you gonna change that army? Toast just wants to get this game going.
Yeah, and fair enough. Oh man, I feel like Toast is going to be in a mood if Sweden loses this one, and I can't blame him for that.
Yeah. I would be surprised actually if he joins the casting after he loses.
No, he will.
He's
He
not
will.
gonna be happy.
He will. He's a good sport, and I think playing a
Yeah.
game 4 is the ultimate good sport move, really.
For sure it is.
And Beefy changing his tune here at the 11th hour, saying, "Good luck, have fun." I'm so confused.
You gotta understand where Toast is coming from, though. I mean,
Oh,
I feel so bad
100%.
for him. He put in so much work to make that happen.
But look, Shoddy, the bottom line is this game. This is a whimsical game. It's a fun game. We're here to have fun, and this is the ultimate ending of this set. I feel. You know?
That's right.
It's. He's doing a Wolfpack song, so I think he'll make his LAX units.
Game 4.
Game 4, best of 4.
Whose team have I chosen to be on? Do you remember when we were
No,
in the
no
lobby
idea.
there?
To be honest with you, I think I'm
Because
on
I hear
Scotland,
the-
though.
I hear the pings, but I can't remember
Oh
whose
well,
team?
where are they pinging?
who's pinging. They're pinging right just past the center.
I think it
Can't
was
really
Sweden.
explain it. Below the pool on the west side.
I think probably Sweden, because they are sending some hench out. They're sending one each, which is really interesting.
We got Blother coming down on the east side there. With
Yeah,
just
Blother
one.
determined to not get stuck in his base this time, and I understand why, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, it looks like Beefy's looking for a slightly faster level 2. There's so many hench coming out because there's so many base coal piles here. You really feel turbocharged when you start a game on Soothing 2v2. It's really cool.
That's right, yeah. There's so much diversity on the map, too. I mean, you really can do so many different strategies on this map.
Yeah, and I feel that one of the really dominant strategies, that's what Toast was getting around to right at the end there, oh, sneaky chamber, cool, is really fortifying in the water, because water chambers are so easy. You can back so many of them in there, and
That's
they're
right.
so hard to deal with. They're also cheaper than regular chambers. Okay, so we have DEFCON 1. Yep, here he is. Here's the Lemming Panther. And Sweden is claiming all of mid pretty handily. I don't know what Matt's doing at this point. Is he going just a fast gyro? He's taking this expo, so that's good. But this is looking pretty cool for Sweden so far.
Mm-hmm.
Shoddy,
Maybe they'll just... Sorry, go ahead.
No. Just what does Scotland have to do to reassert themselves here, given that Sweden has taken all of mid? Sorry, Scotland.
It's so hard to say for sure, but I mean, they have to have a dominant presence. You know what I mean? Like, they have to really take expos, and so far they're actually not doing a bad job. Lothar with the Southeast Island. Matt, really surprising with only one expansion.
Yeah, it's unusual for Matt to play that kind of game, and we've got a bit of a wave of Swedes coming in now.
Yeah, and they're gonna do work. I mean, that's 250 coal from the workshop gone, just like that, and your expansion. Like, what's he pumping out there?
Swivel John. Oh, he's gorgeous. Spitting
Interesting.
Cobra Tarantula. He's very nice. 14 damage.
Very slow unit, but very powerful too. 14 attack is quite good at level 2.
Wolf Spider. Haha, get it? I don't get it. Don't get it, Matt. Don't get it. No joke there. No joke detected. This attack, once again, we're seeing these lemming porks dealing heaps of damage, but not quite enough.
Do you actually not get it?
No, of course I get it.
It's like,
Shoddy.
oh, that's good.
You're on board.
I'm behind the ball. Behind the ball.
We've got people hitting 3, and actually, Sweden hasn't claimed their base guys as yet, so this is not looking as good for Sweden as it kind of appears.
This is what I wanted to see earlier from the Swedes. Just start massing units. I mean, these guys are going to pump out, like, now you can kind of control the game, you know?
Well,
but they don't... Toast is going to see this expansion, I think, here on the Southeast Island. He's just put up that geyser.
Yes, I believe he will, and they'll claim their base guys as soon enough as well.
If they can get Matt's expansion on this just below the base there, it could actually really cause some grief for the Scotland team. But they're not fooling around with their sound beams this game.
No, absolutely not, and that's the correct decision, because really, Sweden cannot assault this base with level 2s unless they have some pretty amazing artillery.
And I didn't see that, but Blother and Beefy are actually already 3.
Yeah, the level up dinks have been a little inconsistent with these games. They are already level 3, but they do not have map presence. Lothar's doing a great job down south. Hopefully he'll take this geyser off Toast. Yeah, he will. But they really... Oh, the stink is huge. That stink is really, really good for Sweden. Oh, but not good enough. The stink actually protects Sweden from the soundbeam towers. So if that was Scotland's doing, that was a bad play. But we need to see Scotland go for these geysers because they have lost this North Island. Well and truly.
This game could still go any way at this point. Looking very even.
Absolutely right. Would love to see a counterattack from Scotland because so much of Sweden is focused here in mid and relatively undefended. Yes, they're moving out. Good play.
Good call.
Keep that momentum coming. And this is dead even on resources, and that means Sweden must be sweating because, as we saw, as soon as Scotland gets that incremental advantage, they become so hard to stop. They are the juggernaut.
I don't think they've seen it because they're not... Toast is not reacting at all to... Oh, there we go.
And that's Elias hitting 3. We need to see some... I mean, it's strange to say because of how aggressive Sweden's been, but we need to see some aggression from Sweden. Maybe an attack from up north, but I don't know if it'll hit fast enough. I think what we saw there was kind of the folly of going all in with that level 2 attack.
You could be right.
They didn't have the thing that really swung that last game in Sweden's favour was the chambers here. I'm gesticulating to the west of the Scottish base. Because Blother's able to move in and take this expo, which he had such a hard time taking last game.
Wow.
And yeah, here's Scotland moving in. These Hammer Pistons are good, but they're not a great matchup against the Kangaroos. I suppose Overpop and...
Blother with the flyers.
Oh, Blother has flyers? Sorry, where are they?
in the south, right on Toast water chambers, and he's not
Oh.
producing ranged units.
Oh, that's actually huge. That might be the game right here. That is such bad news.
If he can take out a few lightning rods in the base, this will give a huge edge to Scotland.
Yeah, even if they just flirt with these generators here, you know what I mean? Like, Scotland's kind of just sitting on this expo here as kind of a stranglehold. They will take out Toast's hench.
But they've seen the water chambers be destroyed, and they haven't put up a single anti-air in their base.
Yeah, I mean, if I was them, I
Oh,
might
no.
actually want to focus on range units instead, because range units will do a decent
Yeah.
job. They have some anti-air here at this expo, and a gyro. That gyro could swing it, but Matt's already up here.
Look at how many he's bringing in, too.
Oh my goodness.
This is really going to hurt the Swedes.
And
He's running right over that gyro.
Metaslave up north is doing a good job. Elias is doing a good job of holding north, but Toast is kind of crumbling down south. Oh my god, Sweden's going to be kicking themselves for accepting the rematch at this point.
Oh, no. Yeah. It's still hard to say. I mean, that was well played by Blother with those flyers, but they haven't solidified that they've got this just yet, you know.
I feel like the minimap tells the tale unless Elias can do something really drastic, but he's back here defending, so all of the pressure is from Scotland at the moment. Elias is building on the cliffs, which is fantastic. Hopefully he'll be able to take out this whole squadron of flyers. Is the attack moving?
No.
Oh, wow. Excellent, Kevin.
The quick move.
Excellent work. Didn't quite spot
Blother
this
really
gyro
does,
there.
or Toast really does have nothing, and he's going 4. Oh, and
Wow.
Elias is almost 4 too.
That's huge. That's huge. I mean,
They
the
need that
artillery.
because
The artillery from Elias could be really big if he can get it, because
Oh.
these are spammy units.
and Toast is, if they lose this, Toast is really not gonna be happy.
No, Toast is chill. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
He'll just
I
vent his frustrations on the losers bracket. Oh
With
my god.
Matt bringing in that gyro chopper and more units is just gonna make this attack's really gonna hurt. The
It
Swedish
is,
team.
and the North Island is
Oh, and the
gone.
flyers on the
Yes.
north.
Exactly right. Toast has a gyro there. He's got to claim this geyser. But
And
I-
what are these Blother has produced on the South Island? Behemoth lions.
oh wow, that's gorgeous. And it's got hover, so he can hover it on over.
Very interesting.
Dabula. Wow. Hey, that is beautiful. That's a good unit. A lion walrus. Oh no, sorry, lioness walrus. Forgive me.
Where's that? Where's that coming out?
At base. But it may well be too little too late. Oh, good attack up north. This is exactly what they need to do. They need to split Scotland's attention a little bit. But there is stink at base for Scotland. And Matt has
Yeah.
not neglected to defend either. So they will not be able to punch through these sound beams.
I think we're gonna hear the GG from the Swedish team, to be honest.
So do I. I mean, what
They have
else are they
nothing.
going to do? Oh yeah, Elias has got so many hench at base just hanging out. I think the
That's
morale
tough.
is shattered. I mean, he's microing
Yeah.
this attack clearly, but I think the morale is low.
That's so tough. You
Oh
gotta
my
feel
God.
for him.
You absolutely got to feel for them.
What it? Oh, yep, there it is.
GG, the lab
That
is
was Bonus
blown.
Lab.
Oh my god. What a set. This is wrong, says Beefy. I don't know. And that's someone going 5 there as well. Oh my god. Okay, this is going to be the juiciest post game of all time. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Matt playing a phenomenal fourth game too.
Yeah, I mean
Really stepping it up.
that's absolutely the game that Beefy and Blother wanted to play last game.
For sure.
And it was dominant, you know. Look, you hate to say it, but it kind of does seem like they outskilled the Swedish team in that last game. So maybe the result of this set is not quite completely undeserved, you know, but that is still super
For sure.
raw for the Swedes. But, you know, it's that kind of controversy that makes this fun.
That's right. That's right.
Tempted to drag. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go to team 2.
Like,
Ah,
man. Well, if you feel best of 5.
I don't know. I don't feel good if we lock that one in as the result because we did lose.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The rule.
I mean, I'll take the win.
Yeah.
I want to hear
It's,
from everybody in turn. Blother, what do you think?
No,
I don't want to play England, but we definitely were going to lose the game on desynced.
So what does
That's
that mean,
my-
Kevin?
We definitely lost the third game.
I don't know. This decision might go to Brandon, to be honest. Like, the games have all been played at this point. I don't feel like you can necessarily... Look, we'll see what
best
beach...
of 5.
Best of 5? I mean, I'll record another
Best of
game. I'm not
Best
scared.
of 5. Best of 5. Let's make it happen.
This is just so unprecedented. I don't know what to say, but
Justice for Sweden from Donald Trump. Oh man. Well, it all depends. I'm in for a best of 5.
Toast, I've got to hear from you, man.
I'm up for another game.
Yes.
All right, should we just show down on Craig? Is that what
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay,
Showdown.
let's frickin' do it, and B-Champ can make whatever decision at the end of this that he wants.
All right, sounds good.
God.
Yeah. We'll shirk the responsibility to some other person.
Exactly, it'll all be on B-Champ's shoulders, and let's do a goddamn Crag game.
Yeah. Let's
Is it
make it
actually?
happen.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just going to be Craig. Is that the ruling?
That is the decision that has been made. Shoddy, I've got good news. Hello, Shoddy. I think he has taken a moment to step out to the bathroom. Shoddy's bathroom habits being, of course, legendary. He is famous for being artisanal in his excretions. He can sculpt using his colon almost any shape he chooses. And lately he's been producing some lovely Ming vases. So really be keen to hear what he's come up with when he comes back, which should be any moment, unless he wants me to keep talking about this. For you, the viewer at home, I don't know what to say.
What is going on?
Oh, hey, Shoddy, what did you
What
sculpt
have I
this time?
come into?
So, I've got good news.
We're going to game 5.
We're going to Crag.
Oh my goodness!
We're going to flippin' Crag, my man, and
I cannot wait to rewatch this and listen to what all of these players had to say during the pre-games.
It's so good because you can tell. I just went and chatted to them all then, and you can tell Matt feels so bad about this, but also he doesn't want to give them the win. Like he was like, oh, you guys can probably have the win if you want. And Elias was like, yeah, we'll take it. And he was like,
Might have corrected some wording there. Yeah.
So what we've decided we're going to do is we're going to play another game on Crag, and we're going to let B-Champ, the official tournament organizer, actually decide what just happened. But I'm in 7th heaven right now. This is the best set I've ever seen.
This has been so much fun to cast. I can't believe we are getting a 5th game out of this.
This is basically like, this is basically a whole tournament, right? This is just Scotland versus Sweden in their own little mini tournament.
Wow.
Completely nothing like this has ever happened before. This is ridiculous. This is so stupid. Fits IC like a glove. Toast wants the blue. Vita will give it to you. And Crag, I think we're going to come full circle. It's going to be back to the lemming eels.
I think so too. I would have to 100% agree with you. I think both teams are going to pump them out.
Yeah, Matt, Toast is definitely using his lemming eel army, and Matt will have noticed that, and I think he realizes that there's really no counterplay to that necessarily better than taking them yourself.
That's right.
And in fact, Overpop is probably going to need a look at after this tournament for balance reasons, largely because of these lemming eels. These are probably the scariest Overpop units I've ever seen.
It's so strange because I strongly actually don't think that it's that overpowered. I mean, in certain ways it is, but if you have a strong unit to counter it, it really makes the lemmings just kind of null and void. But if you don't, you're just going to get overpowered by them.
It's a huge kettle of fish. And Toast is going a fast level 2 because he really wants these lemming eels. So does Matt. Who's getting the second rod up first? Looks like Matt gets it up first. And
we do have Scotland on the south with...
oh my god, this fence, what's going to happen here? This fence. Blother, what are you doing? Blother, what are you going to do? Go around, go get... Oh.
They're all built, partly.
Oh, you're right.
Played
Oh,
by
sorry, very well done, Elias. That's the correct decision. Kevin opting not to
I was thinking the same thing, and then I looked at them, I'm like, oh my goodness, they're half built.
Yeah.
So smart of him.
Oh, that's one of my favorite parts of the micro meta for this game is semi-building fences. It's a great speedrun strat for the campaign as well. Okay, halfway to 2 for Beefy, more than halfway to 2 for Toast. Toast is going to get the edge there, and he'll get some chambers down first, I'd say. So he doesn't have any hench in the water.
He's going now.
Elias not yet looking at 2. Blothig is going to.
Elias is just going 2 as well.
On a map this fast, I think Scotland has the edge. And unfortunately for Sweden, there's an impassable tile here that means that swimmers can't actually move through this path. So he's got the water chamber kind of on the wrong side. He can always come around.
Look at... Oh my gosh, Matt with the name of his eels. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an abrasive little punk guy. And Kevin doing a good job of solidifying down south. He's definitely economically stronger than Elias, despite... Oh no, Elias has the geyser. That is big. And this...
That is too funny.
These eels just don't know what to do.
No, they don't. They're so confused.
Oh, but they're all in single file here. Matt can really punish this if he gets on it, but he's not gonna.
Oh, no.
He's dripping in. Oh no, this looks really bad.
Luckily for him,
yeah, he can
Toast
reinforce.
is not pumping out anymore. Oh, now he is.
Yeah, Matt needs to reinforce. He can. Oof. He's right here, but oh no, don't drip them. Send them back. Make them safe. Matthew, what are you doing?
He has to defend this, otherwise this could be a game changer.
It really could. He needs to pull back. Oh my god, but he is defending.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know which way this is going. I need to look somewhere else. Meanwhile, Skadooby! It's Skadooby! The prophecy has been fulfilled. And what is Kevin going to do against the Skadoob? These guys are so powerful.
Oh, they're just running right past it. Oh my goodness, they're going to hurt the home economy.
They're going to hit Matt, and Matt's the one producing these lemmiels. This is...
He's also upgraded their tack too, so they're 12 with Pack Hunter, putting it upwards of 16.
Matt's got to get these hench in the water. He can take them to the island if he wants to. And he's got to repair that tower. He has it. It's down.
Wow.
Kevin's going just fine down here, but there's so many hench doing nothing. Scotland, you've got to get back to mining.
Yeah, I was going to say, they went complacent. This is really looking good for the Swedes. Very well played.
Yeah, extremely dominant for Sweden so far. They've had it all their way, all the pressure. Matt's losing this water chamber. That's GG, surely.
I think so, yeah.
He's going to get in the water and he's going to place another one.
What is Matt doing on the north side? Oh, he's placing a water chamber right beside their base.
Good call.
Might be too little too late, though.
What's going on with your resources, my man? Yeah, he's never going to be able to beat those lemming eels that Toast has down to the south with lemming eels of his own. Blother's hench are just not doing anything. At least they could punch.
Matt is pumping out these eels, though, on the north end.
Yeah,
which could cause some damage.
Look, it's great and all, but Toast's home guard is coming back to defend.
And Blother's henchmen are not moving again.
Yeah, we've had a lot of idle time from Blother this game. He's free now, he can mine, but he probably doesn't realize it. And this is the Skadooby Crush. I mean, it's game again. I don't see what Scotland can do here.
No.
Unless someone's going
Smart.
3. There is someone going 3, and it's toast.
Yikes. Nobody's even close to 3 either.
Wow, that was so strong. I feel like it all came down to that lemming eel micro. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
GG
there it
from
is.
the beef. GG from the
Wow.
Blother. The labs are blown.
What a game.
Kevin looks like he's letting that lab go all the way. Skadooby gets to cut his teeth on those lovely, lovely fans. Boom, the lab has been blown. Wow. What a bunch of sets. Okay, I am wiped out. What have we got here?
Wow. Wow.
I'm just scrolling through these armies quick.
And toast was 78. Those eels produced.
Wow. You know, it kind of felt like more. Honestly, there was so
Wow.
many of them.
And Matt produced 90.
Oh my god! And it's so grim for Matt that the micro really tells the tale in that case because he had such a numbers advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, hey, we've got Scotland in the chat right now. Scotland, is it over?
I'm just gonna leave it at that and see what B-Champ says.
Yeah, we'll see what B-Champ says. I think he could decide either way, but I feel like he'll be tempted to give it to Sweden. But you know what? If he's a stickler and he follows the rules of the tournament that he himself wrote, this is gonna go your way.
Yeah.
And I just love that we've put him in this.
Emotionally, I don't think I'm prepared for that.
B-Champ, when you listen to this in the future, I'm so glad we've cooked up this juicy, juicy pickle for you.
Right. So on the winner's side, who's next after this?
That's a
The
great
winner of
question.
Switzerland and USA 3.
Wow.
All right.
So choose your poison, really.
Yeah, that makes me
Yeah.
feel less bad, honestly.
Yeah, but one of them gives you like 3rd place and one of them gives you 5th place, so you know. Listen, like, this is an ethical dilemma more than
Well, it's not on your shoulders. But I've got to say, guys, what a fantastic series of games. That was so much fun. And hey, at the end there, Sweden, do we have Sweden in the chat? We do.
We are here now.
We are here.
Toast, I mean, we saw you all through that duos game try and gain lemming eel dominance over Matt, the king of the lemming eel, and you finally did it today.
I'm so happy Toast is my teammate.
Well, it looks, I mean, that crag game was absolutely masterful. You know, the micro of the lemming eels, whether it was purposeful or not, just all went Toast's way. It turned out that Matt produced like 20 more lemming eels than Toast.
Yeah, I mean, he just, because the impassable bit on Crag, his eels had to go like the whole way round, and I was like checking for a water chamber in the front, and there just wasn't one, so all my eels were just trapped in that little bit. And then they just had to start trickling through.
The crazy thing is, like, for a long time there, Toast was sending them in single file because they had to swim so long. And if you had been maybe 1 second, 1.5 seconds faster getting your eels over there, you would have picked them off one by one. No problem. But that is the way of the crag, honestly. And while that was all happening, Elias did a wonderful job of raiding Matt and his production.
It's
Yeah,
annoying.
that was. I think that's Skadooby move.
Elias, so stoked to see Skadooby come out finally in this tournament.
Yeah, it was time.
I have to ask Elias, do you need a shower after that game?
I'm feeling perfectly fine.
Really? Because I can imagine you just like glowing with luminous energy and like vibrating.
Man, yeah, it was. These games were tons of fun. Definitely, very exciting stuff. I was very focused during the games, but as soon as the game 5 was over, I just felt it was just serenity.
Yes.
It's all out of our hands now. We can live in peace.
It's all for B-Champ to decide. I mean, that last game might have been just a fun non-tournament game.
A bonus crag.
Bonus crag.
How
Well,
did
put that one in the blooper reel.
how did you feel, Toast, after that third game? What was going through your head when the desync happened?
Well, something along the lines of, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because he said like play on in the chat, and I just like was just talking to Kevin, and I blew my lap, and I read it, and I was like, oh, I suppose
feel
that's an
like-
option.
Yeah, I feel like since both players disappeared simultaneously, I think the best thing would have been for us to play on. And I'm not just saying that because I probably was winning that game, but like because like you're throwing away the whole game by blowing the lap there.
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree. I probably should have played it out. Otherwise, it would have saved a lot of complication.
Well, no, look, I don't know. Like,
Thank you for your sportsmanship, Scotland. Thank you for your amazing sportsmanship. That was
It's
great.
really great that you.
Well, I mean,
offer us
I was
a
happy
free
to
win,
play
yeah.
out another game, you know?
Yeah, I'm all looking for more games.
I feel like they were
And we
obliged.
got bonus crag.
They were obliged to go the bonus crag thanks to Sweden's incredible gamesmanship.
Yeah, I mean, I did not want to leave it at game 4, because honestly, the whole time me and Kevin were just like,
Folks, here's
we
what we're
just
going to do.
win?
Here's what we're doing moving forward. Matt and Elias are going to move on in the winner's break. And block them.
Yeah. I'm all for it, baby.
No, we rotate in each game. We're both simultaneously in winners and losers.
Exactly. You guys are kind of in a superposition of states right now. You are both Schrodinger's team, both alive and dead. And I think we've got to call this replay here because it is an hour and 31 minutes
Yeah,
long.
I did
Wow.
not expect to be here for this long. Not gonna lie.
I expect me and Toast. We felt good, but I feel like we both kind of expected that we were gonna lose. You know.
Well, you did fantastic.
I don't know.
Uh,
We
mean,
came into that game
on
one.
Soothing, yes. Like on Soothing, I like as a map with these teams, I think like they have it like 8 out of 10 games. The reason we picked it was for the gimmick.
Oh
that
no,
we-
it was so tragic because I was like, "Oh, they're rushing." We thought they would do this. I plopped down a creature chamber, clicked it, and I only had Amphib level 2, so I was like, "Oh."
Well,
Oh.
yeah, you guys crushed us on that eroded duels game. We didn't stand a freaking chance, my guy.
Well,
I mean, that's the map we pick.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks so
Really
much
good
for an incredible set of games. I've got to call it there.
Mhm.
But whatever happens, you know what? Normally we say who's fighting who in the next games. I don't know. B-Champ's figuring it out. And thank you so much for watching. Shoddy, thank you so much for being with me through this hour-and-a-half marathon cast.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. This was so much fun to cast.
And we will catch you all in the next video.
Okay, so what's B-Champ's PayPal?